guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, hey girlies. So today's video is going to be my breast augmentation story, and this story may actually come to a surprise to some of you, but if you have been keeping up with my past two vlog videos, which by the way, you guys, sorry I didn't post for a couple of days, actually wasn't feeling too good. The thing is, when you get surgery, you're supposed to chill the fuck out, but me being me, I'm over here doing things and trying to go out and be and about, when instead I should have been sitting in my room recovering. So for the past couple of days I haven't felt too well, so I wanted to take the time to really actually chill out, because tomorrow I'm getting on an airplane to go to Toronto for a week, which I will be vlogging, so the vlogs will kickstart again. I'm just not sure when this video is going to go live, just because I am going to be traveling literally all tomorrow. So this is probably going to go up on my channel on Saturday, and then you guys will get a vlog on Sunday, and then it'll start again like that and all of that. So some of you knew what I had done, because I was kind of like hinting at it, and a lot of you were like, girl, we see that surgical bra underneath your t-shirt. So the thing is, when it comes to breast augmentation, many people get it from different reasons, and whichever reason you decide to get it for, just as long as you're getting it for yourself and nobody else, is all that matters. So I'm going to explain to you guys why I did it, which size I went to, literally everything. So the reason why I got my breast done is because I actually only had half of a right boob, and that may come to surprise to a lot of you guys, because guess what, Photoshop and Facetune is a thing, and it has been hooking me up for the past couple of years. So let me give you a little background about myself. I have never spoken about this because it is a very personal serious thing, and if I do get a little emotional, excuse me, but when I was 16 years old, I had my first surgery on my right breast, and it is because they found tumors. And the thing is, I never really talked about this, and every breast cancer awareness month that comes by, it always goes by and I'm like, I want to say something, I want to share my story, but I never felt ready enough. And also the thing is, the way my mind thinks, and I'm sure you guys can notice through my videos, is I always say something before somebody else can say it, you know, to me. I'll be like, well, before someone says blah, 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 blah. I'm always like that. And the reason I'm like that is not because I'm a super defensive person, but it's kind of like a security mechanism, I don't know, to kind of like make myself like, oh, if they say it, it's not gonna matter because you already clarified it, like, if that makes any sense, you know. So I never wanted to share the fact that I have had multiple cancer scares in my life, because I didn't want anyone to pity me or to use it against me or to view me a different way, because I don't want to be viewed that way, you know. So this video is literally going to be the most honest video I post on my channel, if we are going to be honest and be real. So when I was 16 years old, I had two tumors removed from my breast, and that left me with disfigurement. It left me deformed, and that is why I have in previous videos mentioned that I have been very insecure about my breast, but I wasn't specific as to why I was insecure about my breast. So now, fast forwarding to when I was 18 years old, they came back. I had to go to the doctor again, but this time it was two large ones in my right breast. Thank God they were benign and they were not cancerous. So they actually ended up removing a very, very large part of my right breast. So my left breast was normal, as you could say, normal, a little bit smaller because of the other removal, but it was normal, I guess. But my right boob was kind of half the size, so it left me feeling very, very insecure, and taking showers and looking in the mirror and being physical with people was always very hard for me. It gave me a big, big, big insecurity. So like I said, I had a normal size, my breast size before, I was a 34B in this boob, and I was basically a 34A in my right one, but basically nothing. So it was kind of like, like, how do I explain it? I'm not going to show my like pre-surgery photos, obviously, because those are nudity. I'm not trying to get this video taken down from YouTube, but it left this entire part of my breast flat, and I only had a little bit of, just a little bit of meat in there. The only way I would have any sort of breast tissue is if I gained weight, but I've since lost a couple of pounds. I don't know why, my metabolism just decided to kickstart again, and I lost some weight, and literally I lost everything in my right breast. And that is what I was like, you know what, we're not gonna deal with this insecurity any longer. You've been wanting to get this surgery done since you were literally 16 years old. Just go for it. Who cares what anybody says? So that's why, as you can see, I didn't go like boom, I don't have like some gigantic double D's or anything. I legitimately just wanted to fill out both of my breasts and just be comfortable in my body again, because I know that some women will say that having breasts does not make you a woman, but having 1.5 boob made me feel some sort of way about myself. And obviously I've had body dysmorphia and all of that, dealt with weight problems and this and this and that, but this is something that I really wanted to do for myself. But because I was only 16, I'm like, okay, I'm too young to be thinking about boob jobs. Then 18 came around, and then that surgery took a giant chunk out of me, and it literally left me so traumatized with my own body, to where you see all these girls posting bikini pictures on Instagram. You guys never see me posting shit like that. And whenever I do bikini hauls and stuff, I always put like tissue paper, or I get these little, I don't know where they are right now, but I get like little like scrunchies, and I'll stuff them in there, or I'll get little like cups and stuff, the ones that you could take out of like other bras, and I would put them in there to make it look like I had more boob on my right side, when in reality I literally had like flat a little bit and then my nipple, but this side I had a full B cup boob, so it just looked, you know what I mean. So finally at 22, I'm gonna be 23 in 2 months, I decided that this is time. I'm finally ready, because it is very damaging on my security, not my security, but like it was a really big insecurity for me. So that's why I went ahead and, you know, started doing my research on it. So if you are thinking and considering on getting a breast augmentation, please make sure you do all of your research. It took years for me to finally be like, okay, let's start doing consultations with doctors and, you know, do your research and make sure you were really informed about everything before you go into this surgery, because obviously there are negative sides. There are things that can come with getting your breast implants. You can either develop a capsule around it that can harden, and then you'll have to get them redone. Or if you go to a bad plastic surgeon, they can botch you. Or if, you know, you get an infection during surgery, you can get sepsis, and you can, you know, one boob can get super swollen, and then you can get an infection, and we don't want to say the D word, but the D word. There's something called breast implant illness that some women, they do get sick from their implants, and it is a real thing. There are many videos about it, and I have watched all of them, literally all of them, before I went into this, before making my decision. So I do encourage that all of you out there, before you do get a breast augmentation, even before you go to the doctor, do your research. And then after your consultations, don't just go to one doctor. Make sure you go to several, and make sure you pick one that you are very comfortable with. And my biggest advice is don't cheap out. Do not cheap out when it comes to surgery. Now, I'm not telling you that, sorry bitch, if you can't afford a $20,000 boob, because your boob job is not going to cost you $20,000. A good surgeon is going to cost you between $6,000 to $10,000. Me personally, I spent about $7,800, so about almost $8,000 on my breast, and my insurance covered all of my medications and everything. They ended up giving me painkillers, Valium for a muscle relaxer, anti-nausea medication, and antibiotics, and I believe that's all that they gave me. I was off my painkillers after about 3 or 4 days, so this is also going to be like a 1 week update kind of thing, because I had my post-op yesterday, but Tuesday would have been my 1 week, so we are already almost 1.5 weeks into recovery. So I was on my painkillers for a couple of days, and then eventually I got off of that, and then I did take ibuprofen for literally like 1 day, and then I just completely got off of that altogether. But I have been taking my anti-nausea, because I do, excuse me, your girl just had a protein shake, but literally I will get so nauseous. I've just been getting so nauseous, so my anti-nausea medication has been my best friend. And that is literally all that I have been taking. I already cut out the Valium, which I only was taking at bedtime to go to sleep. It is not ideal to mix Valium and painkillers according to my nurse, so they wanted me to get off the painkillers as soon as possible. So like I said, I only took them for a couple days and they went straight down the toilet and discarded. And then I literally just switched over to 200 milligram, which I think that's what it's called, 200 milligram Advil. And then I took 2 of those in the morning and I was good. But like I said, I did that for only like 1 day and I didn't even take my anti-nausea medication today. All I've taken was vitamin C, which I've also started taking a week before surgery because vitamin C does promote healing a lot faster. So I ended up taking vitamin C and I'm still taking that every morning. And if I don't take the pill, then I'll drink a Airborne, which is like a huge vitamin C. It's like a tablet you put in water and it's a huge boost for your immune system and all of that. So I guess that was kind of like my journey of like what I've kind of been doing. So on to like what I actually got. So the size that you get is going to vary with your height and your weight and how broad your shoulders are. So the women in my family have kind of more broad shoulders. So I was able to go a little bit bigger than maybe somebody that's the same height as me with a smaller frame. So I have 405 cc in each breast and it filled them out perfectly, and I am so happy looking in the mirror now. The first day that I took my bra off, my surgical bra, which I'm wearing underneath, I will show you guys in a minute. The first day I took off my surgical bra, I broke into tears because I was like, I'm finally happy with my body. Of course I still don't got those fat cakes in the back, but girl, we could squat for that. We're not doing none of that other stuff. Which, by the way, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with the BBL. Do you, girl, but just know that lipo is the most intensive and scariest and most dangerous surgery that you can get. So I wouldn't really encourage a BBL if I'm going to be honest, because the thing is, if you go to the gym, you can't make your boobs bigger necessarily, but like if you go to the gym you can build a butt. But hey, guess what, some of us just don't have it in our genetics. Some of us can go to the gym and do all these weights and you're gonna get a big booty, and then some of you might do all these weights and your butt will stay flat, but it's all part of your DNA and how your muscle grows and all of that. So don't be discouraged if you have a flat booty, literally. But at the same time, I can't be saying that because someone's gonna be like, don't be worried if like your boobs aren't big, you know what I mean? But when it comes to like that stuff, like I know that I can just go to the gym and work out my butt. So when I'm done recovering from my breast, I'm going to start squatting so I can, you know, we'll really make this body nice and tight. So let me take off this so you guys can see. As you can see, it has only been a week and a couple days, and compared to other girls' videos, I've noticed my breast, like the implants dropped really fast. They actually dropped really nicely as well. So as you can see, like I don't even think it looks like I have implants. I feel like I got the perfect size. I told my doctor exactly what I wanted. He knew my whole situation. I explained to him and he said I was the perfect candidate for the surgery. So yeah, like this one I noticed is taking a little bit longer to drop. Like this one dropped a little bit faster, but that is normal because guess what, they are sisters, not twins, and that's what my nurse reassured me. I have been doing the massages for the past 2 days. They didn't want me to do them until they showed me at my post-op, so they actually literally just dropped on their own really nicely, and I am so happy and so like grateful to my doctor because he did such a phenomenal job, because this is exactly what I wanted. Like I said, I didn't want to have these big giant jugs, you know, out of nowhere. I just wanted to actually fill in what was missing there, and obviously I couldn't just get one implant. You know what I mean? I'm so happy and I'm so satisfied, and I wanted to make, the thing is, I wasn't gonna make the video because I was like, girl, people are gonna be like, you're fake, you're nothing but plastic, no. But then I remembered this was a decision I made on my own for myself, not for anyone else. And if people want to call me fake and if they want to judge me for something that I wanted to do to fix an insecurity of my own, then you don't have to be subscribed to my channel. If this upsets you, you have issues. Because at the end of the day, this doesn't define me as a person. This is literally just something that I did for myself to make myself feel better, because I didn't do this for no man. I didn't do this for Instagram. I didn't do this for anyone else but for my own self-esteem, I guess you could say, because like I said, your girl had half a boob. I believe I'm a 36 now. So I was a 34 before waist or band, but now I'm a 36. So I'm not exactly sure if I'm going to be a C cup or a D cup, because like I said, I went from a B cup in this breast and a very small A cup in this breast. So I still feel like I have a little bit of swelling. The doctor also said that there's still a little bit of swelling. So after a couple of weeks, and whenever they tell me that I'm clear to wear a normal bra, because they said that I have to wear this for the next 6 weeks. I have 2 of them. They gave me 2 of them. So whenever I'm done wearing this, I could wear normal bras again. So whenever that does come, I will make an update video and do like a 1-month post-op, a 3-month post-op, and then I will do like continuously if people are interested in those. And like I said, I wasn't gonna make this video because I was like, why are you gonna set yourself up to get judged again? Because y'all, sometimes I just can't take the heat. Like sometimes I just cannot take the hate comments. But from my vlog videos and people saying that they could kind of tell that that's what I got done, because they could see my surgical bra through my t-shirt, which I did not have. I did not even realize that you guys could see it through it. But it was nothing but love. Literally nothing but love. So I felt very comfortable making this video and knowing that maybe there may be another woman out there that maybe in my situation that has been considering getting a breast augmentation but has been scared of the scrutiny or just in general having the surgery. So my surgeon, he literally amazing. I will put in the description below a link to their website. So that is the plastic surgery that I went to. I recommend them 100%. Literally, he showed me so many photos. Oh, which I didn't even tell you guys what kind of implants I got yet. I'll get to that. He showed me all these different photos. He let me squish all of them. We did the rice test, which is basically where you fill a pantyhose of rice with like every like couple of teaspoons is like a certain amount of cc's. And I walked around. That's why some of my Snapchat photos and some of my, like when I was live on Instagram, my breast might have looked bigger because I was wearing my rice sacks. I wish I had them in here with me, but I'll show them in the next video. I have my little like rice pantyhose things inside because I was supposed to try to like get used to the feeling of having them, because now, like as you can see, I have pretty good posture and I didn't want to like get them done and all of a sudden be like, oh, like hunched over, you know. So for about 2 weeks, about 3 weeks actually, I was wearing those like on and off to kind of like get a feeling of how it is on my back. And also like I made several different sizes. I made 380, 410, 420. I think that's it actually. I made 3 sizes because I wanted to see like which one felt more comfortable, and I was stuck between the 380 and the 410, so we ended up going with the 405. So I do not have saline, I have silicone implants. I have the gummy ones. That's why my implants were a little bit more expensive. Saline implants are a little bit cheaper, but like the gummy implants feel the most natural and apparently they look the most natural. Don't get the textured ones because those ones actually just got recalled for like causing issues in women and stuff. So I ended up getting the gummies, the gummy implants, because like I said, those are the best ones that my doctor said are offered on the market right now. I wanted the best of the best, not to be bougie, but like when it comes to surgery and it comes to foreign objects in your body, because surprise, it's a foreign object in your body. And I did not have enough fat on my body to do a fat transfer to my boob, because trust me, I would have done that. And I have tried so hard to gain weight in the past couple of months because I was like, hey, maybe I'll just do a fat transfer into like my right breast. But I literally cannot keep weight on me for nothing. Like I'll start gaining weight and then my metabolism will be like, what do you think you're doing? And then literally I'll lose it again. So like I cannot go over 130 pounds, which I am not complaining about, but I was considering that as an option. But my doctor was like, girl, you ain't got no fat on your body to move in there, because I asked him as well. So yeah, I literally have little sticky things. These were from my band-aids that I put on there. I guess I didn't shower clearly enough. So I have 405cc, the gummy implants. They feel amazing so far. Like I said, I've been doing the massages, and for only being a week out of surgery, I think they look amazing. A lot of my like friends have said like it doesn't even look like you've had implants. my therapist was like, because obviously I told my therapist everything, so I told her that I had surgery recently, and she was like, girl, I would have not even guessed. So that was my goal. I wasn't trying to have like some gigantic boobies. I just wanted to fill out my chest, and I feel like that's exactly what I did. I'll actually stand up for you guys so you can kind of, there's Penny on the floor asleep, but I'll stand up for you guys so you can see how they look. Like, not too big, not too small. And that is exactly what I wanted. So I am very, very happy with my doctor's job. He did a very good job. So like I said, as of right now, I'm not on any pain medication. I'm just kind of dealing with it. I do feel a little bit of like soreness, obviously. I do have like a little bit of bruising underneath, which I should have documented my bruising before, because right when I got out of surgery, which they put me completely under with anesthesia, I had bruising along here and along here, but on this side it was the worst, because over here I had so much like skin, so the implant just kind of filled it in, so I barely had any right here, but this one had a lot of bruising. What else have I left out? I didn't tell you which incision I went in. Hopefully you're still watching this video to get to this point. But I went in through my armpit, so my incision is right here, right in the fold. Let me get a little closer. I haven't shaved my armpits in almost like 2 weeks, by the way. But that is my incision. Where is it at? Where is it actually? Hold up. Oh, it's right there, yeah. So my incision is right there. It fits perfectly in the fold of my armpit. And I did buy scar cream for it. They told me I could start using it now. So tonight I'm going to use the scar cream for the first time. And make sure that you use your scar cream, because I've watched other girls' videos and they've been like, I just forgot, or I got lazy, but then they would keep complaining about the scars. So make sure you use your scar cream and everything should look good. But my doctor, my nurses and everything said everything looks great. Everything is looks like it's healing really nicely. For a second I was like, oh my god, am I getting an infection, because I didn't feel good, but then I was like, girl, you just had surgery, of course your immune system is going to be shot. Literally I woke up this morning feeling great, didn't have to take any painkillers, and like I said, I had my surgery on the, what did I have my surgery on? Hold up. I had my surgery on the 20th. So it has been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 days since surgery, and this is how the tatas look. So yeah, I decided to go through my armpit just because I didn't want to have any scars under there, and I already, I don't think I'm ready to show that part. I do have a scar because of the other surgeries from when I was 16 and 18. I have a scar going whoop and a large one going around my nipples, so I didn't want to have another one around my nipple and another one or any scars underneath, because I do have a smaller frame. My waist is smaller, so I didn't want to like, I didn't want that scar underneath. And I mean, who's really gonna notice it under the armpit anyways? Which some people say that like under the armpit is a blind surgery, but my doctor said that he actually goes in with the endoscope, and he goes in there with the camera first to see and check everything out, but he doesn't just stuff it in there like some surgeons do. So make sure you ask your surgeon, if you are getting it through the armpit, ask him, are you using a camera or do you just kind of do it like a blind surgery? Because I asked him all these questions, because like I said, I did my research, and he told me that, he said back in the day it was a blind surgery, but for him, for the past 10 years, he has been using a camera to go in there to make sure that he places them correctly. Kind of my breast augmentation story. Like I said, I know that some people are against plastic surgery, but as long as you're doing it for the right reasons and you're not doing it to impress anybody, and you're not doing it for the Instagram, and you're not doing it to please a man, do it for yourself. If anybody ever tries to tell you to do plastic surgery for them, kick them out of your life, because they clearly don't want you for the right reasons. And I saw Acacia's video. Acacia was like one of the like main reasons why I wanted to make my video, because I was like, okay, everyone's showing her love in the comments, and the way she explained herself was so well, and she did it for the right reasons as well, so that was also very motivating. Yeah, but I've literally seen hundreds of recovery videos at this point, Daily Motion, YouTube, Vimo, all these random websites. I've been watching so many videos, so I feel like this one will help somebody out there, you know. So yeah, this is my breast augmentation story. If you, like I said, if you're considering it, do it for yourself, do your research, because there could be complications. I'm not saying that there will be, but you need to be prepared for that. You need to be prepared for getting them redone. Luckily mine are insured, so I can get my breast redone as long as I do it within 10 years. So my doctor was like, come back to me in 9 years and we'll redo them. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. Some people may be wondering, like, okay, but what if you have kids and you want to breastfeed and stuff? I'm actually one of those people that doesn't want children right now. For the longest time, I've always thought this, like, I don't know if I want to have children. And you may be thinking, oh, you're going to change your mind one day. Maybe I will. I'm not final set on that. But if you have breast implants, you can still breastfeed. And there's also formula, and there's all their alternatives. There's tons of women with breast implants that get pregnant, have healthy pregnancies, have the baby, and the babies are healthy too. So, but just keep in mind all of that stuff. Like, maybe your boobs will grow and maybe they'll shrink again, and then maybe you'll need to get your breast redone again. Who knows? But you just have to keep all of that in mind. But for me personally, if I do have kids, it's probably not going to be until I'm probably like 30 something. How hard it is. I have friends with children and I'm just like, bro. I think I'll do a 1-month post-op to like let you guys know how it went. I guess recovery more, how they dropped more. So I'm gonna like take pictures so I can like put them side by side to like show you guys like how much they like significantly dropped. I'm like looking at myself in the mirror because I'm just like, yes, yes, we have boobs now. But I'll obviously keep you guys updated and everything because I want to be very open and honest on my channel. And although I could have definitely kept this to myself, I know that there's somebody out there that may have needed this video. So if I get a couple of hate comments or I lose 1,000 subscribers because I did something for myself, then those people didn't have the best intentions in the first place and they didn't really care for me anyways, you know. So just because I got my boobs done does not mean you need to go and get your boobs done. Like I said, I did it for personal reasons. I did it because I wanted to fix something that happened when I was 18. Also, when you get your breasts done, you have to go and get mammograms every 2 years just to make sure that everything is good. Because I have had friends that have had saline implants. I've never heard issues with gummy implants. I have 2 friends with gummies and 3 friends with saline, and the 2 with gummies have never had issues, but 2 of my friends with the saline implants have had to get their breasts done twice already now because they had saline, or maybe their body just didn't take the implant correctly, because everybody's body is different. Because like I said, mine looks significantly different to some people that have gotten their breasts done, you know. Also, I don't have it with me, but I had to wear a strap that went from the back to the front across my chest for the first 4 days. And after 4 days, they told me I could take it off. And the reason that was on is to make sure that the implants don't raise up. So make sure you wear your strap if they tell you to, because that is why, so they don't go up here. Because like I said, I saw some videos and girls have their boobies all the way up here, but mine have already dropped to literally right here. And when I first saw them out of the bra, they were maybe right there. So the strap definitely, I feel like, put them where they needed to be. Make sure you do your massages, because that's going to ensure that you get the best natural results. Because it also depends on which type you get, because there's low profile, there's like medium low, and then there's like medium profile, and then there's like high, where it's like, ooh, you want those big like sitting up shelf type boobs. I went with the moderate, so I didn't want them to be super high or also low. I wanted it to be like straight in the middle. That's what your girl got. So like I said, I hope this video was informative for somebody out there. Leave all questions below if you have any, and I will see you guys all in my next video. Bye.
And we sound like Gucci, Gucci, Louis, Louis, Fendi, Fendi, Prada. Them basic bitches wear that shit, so I don't even buy